Hey guys, how you doing? I found a really good article on HDR10 versus Dolby Vision. And I know there's been a lot of confusion between HDR10 and Dolby Vision. Personally, at the moment, when I tried Dolby Vision and HDR10, there really are no differences. The similarities are pretty much the same. That's mainly because the TV that I had couldn't exceed more than 10 bit, okay? It had the standard for wide color gamut. It had a standard for a peak brightness, and that's why I couldn't see any difference. Mainly because Dolby Vision is created to go higher than 10 bit, to go higher than 4,000 nits, in some cases 10,000 nits, with a 12-bit color. Now, in order for you to take advantage of that, you gotta have a very high-end 12-bit panel. Right now there are no 12-bit panels available on the market, and when they do come out, they're going to be very expensive for you to get the 12-bit panel with 10,000 nits of peak brightness color, of peak brightness contrast. But here, let me read this for you, just so that way you guys have some understanding of it. I'll just read it for you. Okay, this is from USA Today. An article from USA Today. Okay, what sets HDR10 and Dolby Vision apart? Question mark. There are a number of key similarities and differences between HDR10 and Dolby Vision formats. Right now, they have similar requirements. Both formats require TVs to have a minimum 4K 3840 by 2160 resolution, which means you have to be a 4K capable TV. Both formats call for the wide color gamut displays capable of 90% of the DCI-P3 color gamut. Means it has to reach that standard of wide color gamut. Alright. Both formats require TV panels and components capable of at least 10-bit color depth. So it has to have those three standards in order for you to enjoy Dolby Vision. So technically, even Samsung and Sony could enjoy Dolby Vision. All they have to do is send a firmware update and then they can support it. However, the problem is you're not going to experience what Dolby Vision was intended to be. Dolby Vision, it's intended, I went to their website, they're intending Dolby Vision to be more superior in terms of 12-bit color, in terms of 10,000, even some cases 20,000 nits, which is ridiculous, okay, on that contrast ratio, peak brightness. But at the moment, there are no TVs that support 12-bit panels or 10,000 nits, okay, they don't exist. All right, so let's scroll down here a little bit more. Okay, you see it's showing you the difference between 8-bit, 10-bit, and 12-bit. This is like 4,000. Let me use my focus over here. That's 4,096 levels. Now imagine going with 12-bit panel and 10,000 nits with the OLED screen. That would be ridiculous. But you gotta remember, if they ever create those kind of panels, they're going to be very expensive. You're gonna be paying a high premium price on it. Like, expect to pay anywhere between $10,000 or maybe even $8,000. It's gonna be that expensive. All right, so let's read a little bit more. Remember, I'm doing this trying to give you guys the factual information here. So this is straight from USA Today, okay? Not for some third-party bullshit, you know, outlet. This is factual technology information. All right, Dolby Vision mastering supports up to 10,000 nits peak brightness with current 4,000 nit peak brightness target, meaning that Dolby Vision can go up to 10,000 nits. HDR10 can only go to 4,000 nit. That would be the maximum. And honestly, I don't know what more would you really need than 4,000 nits. That's like ridiculous. You know what I mean? Even 1,000 nit peak brightness is like perfect, but 4,000 be just like totally ridiculous. HDR10 mastering supports up to 4,000 nit peak brightness with current 1,000 nit peak brightness target. That's why Samsung KS8000 right now, it's so being recommended on the market because of that full HDR10 peak brightness 1000 nit experience. And it's giving you that full wide color gamut HDR experience. So with Samsung KS8000, you're getting a full HDR10 experience with a wide color gamut and 1000 nit peak brightness. In some cases, goes up to 1400 depending on what content you're playing. Dolby Vision mastering supports up to BT 2020 color space. HDR10, it's mastered DCI-P3, meaning that Dolby Vision can go even higher than the wide color gamut that's on 10-bit, meaning they can go up to 12-bit. But right now, there are no panels that support 12-bit, and this is why I returned the LG UH7700. First of all, the wide color gamut sucked on there. The peak brightness nits sucked on there. And it doesn't even support 12-bit. So it's a gimmick. It's what LG is doing is they're selling a gimmick, trying to they put a badge on there, Dolby Vision and HDR, so that way you think that you're getting something future-proof. But in fact, you're not getting anything future-proof because Dolby Vision, it's intended to go for 12-bit to 10,000 nits. Okay, but right now there are no 12-bit panels. So I just want to clarify this to you guys so you have some understanding why I return LG. Was LG UH7700 a bad TV? No, it wasn't a bad TV. If it was being put on a category of not super UHDs, if it was put in category of just UHD TVs and the price was like 800 or 900, I say then go ahead, go with it, But there's a lot of things that TV had problems with, with the input lag and response time. Really, for the price, you're paying so much for nothing, really. And that's why I went with this, with my Samsung KS8000. But I'm not here to compare the two. I'm just here to tell you the factual information between Dolby Vision and HDR10. Okay, let's read this one more thing over here. Essentially, Dolby Vision, it's aiming to be a premium version of HDR10. Dolby Vision mastering uses color volume process that, in short, it's waiting for TVs to catch up with it, while HDR10 is being fitted to what TVs are actually capable of right now. So that's why HDR10 is being used as a standard everywhere, because majority of TVs support HDR10 wide color gamut, and they go up to 1000 nits. Maybe the Sony one might go up to 4000, the new Z series, I don't know. But right now, there's no point of you getting a Dolby Vision TVs with HDRs, because the panels are not created to support that 12-bit. Okay, there are no 12-bit panels. You see the color gamut that's on 2020 by Dolby Vision. And here, this is something I want to read you. There's a very important segment here I want to read.